LEGO Star Wars has been very hit or miss with their weapons over the years. This here being one of their misses, the stud shooter. This is an obvious downgrade to what came beforehand. It looks nothing like what it's trying to represent, and it just looks ugly. What came before that was a combination of these. This is the longer barreled kind of version of the blaster, and the more commonly used shorter barrel version of the blaster. These not only look a lot more accurate to what they're trying to depict, but they also look very aesthetically pleasing on LEGO minifigures. They look pretty good, and obviously it got replaced by the stud shooter, and then something strange happened at the beginning of this year. Don't ask, just don't bother asking. But hey, 3D printing exists. Oh, that was not worth it. Today we're going to be looking at third-party LEGO Star Wars weapons. So weapons that are compatible with minifigures but weren't manufactured by LEGO. And these things, just straight off the bat, are incredibly accurate. Today we're going to go through a bunch of them and hopefully have a decent time. Starting things off, the other heavy clone. This is a DC-15A, I do believe. But yeah, very, very accurate to the, I guess, the movie and show depiction of this weapon. And looks pretty good on clones, and I think it works quite well for what it's trying to do. Looks incredibly accurate and can of course peg into minifigures like it's no one's business. Before we continue, if you're a fan of LEGO Star Wars or just LEGO in general, feel free to get real comfy with that subscribe button. Gun number 2. Look, honestly, I tried my best to match it up with pictures, and the best I could come up with was an ELG-3A. It does look pretty flimsy compared to the DC-15A, and looks a little bit less like it would go with LEGO. What's next? Okay, we'll just go through the ones that I just don't have a clue. My initial thought was this was the Clone Wars flamethrower. I looked up pictures and they look nothing alike. There's a two-handed LEGO weapon, so you have to have it like awkwardly posed like this. There's nothing else you can really do. But I think it looks pretty good. There's a lot of amazing detail here. But alright, something I know the name of, come on. Look, I know it's an Imperial officer with the dark saber, but I just wanted to show off this amazing dark saber. LEGO will never give us anything that looks like this. This just looks too amazing. I don't have a Mandalorian or a Moff Gideon, so this is the best I can do, alright? Alright, what's next? My personal favourite of the bunch, we have an E11. The, classic Stormtrooper gun. This thing looks incredible. It's molded and proportioned perfectly for a minifigure. It looks fantastic. Obviously showed off by our wonderful model here, the Jump Trooper. But alright, we're moving on. Another Mandalorian weapon. And this is a Westar 35 blaster pistol. Now that I'm looking at it, looks very similar to the guns we got on the old Clone Commanders. Like maybe this is the closest LEGO got to making this sort of thing. They look like most of the things. It looks alright. Just a square gun, really. Alright, so in front of me is an E11D. I guess the rifle version of the E11. Famously used by Death Troopers in the film Rogue One. And I've equipped it on my Shock Trooper because it's the closest thing here, okay? I don't have a Death Trooper. Look, this is a low-budget production. My background is literally a sheet of paper, okay? A lot of the other weapons in this do a better job of looking like they were made for minifigures. This just looks a little bit out of proportion, in my opinion. Alright, what is next? Alright, here we go. On a specialist trooper, we have the DC-17M interchangeable weapon system. It's the Clone Commando gun. A weapon that I recognize from the show is beautifully represented here. Proportioned amazingly for minifigures, and you can see all of the amazing detailing on there. Alright, last up. We have, whatever the hell this is. Should it be on a Rebel Jump Trooper? Maybe. Probably not. It fits in with minifigures. It checks all of the boxes. It looks pretty good, but what the hell is it?